Hey, good morning, everybody. Today we're up here in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. The Pigeon Forge Rod Run is starting up this coming weekend, and we're here on a Monday, and cars are already beginning to arrive. So we thought we'd come up here and take a look around and see what's showing up. And as always, we want to invite you to join us. So come on, let's go out here and take a look around. Okay, here's a really nice yellow Chevy pickup. I think it's a 68 model, and they've really done this one nice. Got the larger wheels on here. They've done an LS swap, and looks like it is a bench seat in there with built-in cup holders, but you know, the strips a lot of times are chrome back here, and I like the chrome strips, but that yellow really looks good against that brown wood bed there, doesn't it? Okay, here's a red advanced design truck, and I don't want to call this distressed paint because they went for this look, and it looks really good here. The red with the black streaks or highlights. Okay, and right beside of it, here's another one of the old advanced design. It's kind of like a pearlescent green. Okay, we saw some few Chevys. Now look at this Ford pickup truck here, kind of lime green. The tag says Little Joe there on the front. Aftermarket gauges, custom dash. See how he did that in there? Nice leather seat. Yeah, I can't complain about anything on this one. This one looks really nice. And here's a Chevy square body. I like the way they put that little SS emblem right there in the grill. You'd almost miss that if you weren't looking. And a lot of times I'll edit videos at night and I'll see things that I didn't see when I was walking by, but yeah, this was lowered, nice wheels. Down in Truckville, didn't I? Here's another square body, kind of like a flat gray. Got the old style American mags on there. Now there's a lot of people who make this rod run kind of part of their vacation every year. This is an annual event for them. And like I say, I've been coming to it almost continuously. I've missed a few years, but for the past 40 years or so, I've been to almost all of them. There's an early 50s Chevy car there. Got aftermarket gauges and a console. Have upgraded the seating in here. It looks like it might be lowered a little bit there. Wow, look at that blue and white right there. Isn't that a pretty truck? Got the rally wheels on it. Oh yeah, original dash, original seat. I'm sure it's been recovered after this many years, or I would think it would be, but still original style. This one has a phone number on the back of it. Hey, here's early 70s Camaro. That bright yellow with black stripes really look good. Okay, here's a 1972 El Camino. Didn't even see it when I walked up. It does have really dark gray striping on it there. Almost like ghost stripes. Vent seats looks good. Scott's got his name there. You barely can see those stripes there until you get at a certain angle. Really clean and straight car. Okay, look at this little Toyota pickup truck right here. And at first glance, it's not all that it seems. Let me show you what it says here on the window. It's got a 350 Chevy motor in there. A turbo 350 transmission. If you want more information on that, you can call Lee at that number there. Yeah, they've added this hood scoop. It's got really clean paint, nice wheels. They've reworked the back end back here and smoothed it out and removed the back bumper. Looks like he's relocated his fuel filler. Really clean little Toyota pickup. The windows are tinted, but it looks like a leather bench seat in there, from what I can tell. Okay, here's another old AD, 54 or early 55, I believe. It's got a wood bed, but look, the inner wheel covers there are wood also. And it looks like it has been lowered. Okay, there's a little Camaro. One of the more base models, it looks like. No rear spoiler. Nice wheels on here. Riddler wheels. I've added a hood scoop there. But look at that. I'm sure it didn't come from the factory like that. That's a big block in there. And beside it is a Corvette here, mid-70s, I guess. And they do have numbers on. Let me get you the number on the windshield. Got this number on the windshield. I guess if you want to know more about the car, I think it's on all four of these cars I'm about to look at. Yeah, these next two Corvettes, I think they'll be somewhere between 74 and 77. On 78, they went to that big bubble back glass. Well, appearance-wise, this looks really good. And here's the silver one beside of it. And then we got this Nova Super Sport here. It says 11 memory of pop here on the back. It's got blacked out windows. Good contrast for those silver stripes on this blue. Actually, this one, these three have that same number. This one doesn't have a number on it. So this is somebody's ride here. I guess they're probably wanting to hang on to it, especially with the tribute on the back there. Okay, here's a Plymouth Belvedere. They got mags on front and got a rim on the back there, a little bit wider tire, it looks like. It says this one's for sale or trade. No price is given. There's that hood scoop. Here's a newer Camaro. Looks like they got it set up to do some racing. So they got a roll cage in there. Okay, here's a little four-door Chevy too. Got the straight six-cylinder in here still. Okay, well, look at the color on that Mustang there. It's a little different. I really do like it though. Oh, he's got some nitrous back here too. Added a hood scoop. Yeah, he's done a lot to this one. Okay, and that 70 Chevy boy in orange looks really good, and that front lip spoiler, that makes it look menacing, don't it? It's got 498 on the hood there, or on the fender rather. Big hood scoop. Yeah, they worked this one over pretty well. Looks like custom interior. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, aftermarket gauges, racing seats. Yeah, they got serious with this one right here. Yeah, I like it. Okay, here's a Chevy pickup in kind of a khaki gray color. Got the old style American mags. I'm telling you, they're making a comeback. Got wider tires in the back, it looks like. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but it looks like it is. Nice wood bed. They got a black dividing strip between the white and gray. You know, a small detail like that, you don't think it's that much, but it really makes a difference, or it does to me. A lot of times you'll walk right by and won't notice it. You'll just know I like that one for some reason, but you'll never really pinpoint why. But sometimes it'll be something small like that. Looks like a mixture of leather and cloth in here, maybe vinyl and cloth. See the original kind of looking. What we got here, like an early 50s maybe. Could be late 40s, like 49 or something. Anyway, it looks good and straight. Got the steel wheels with the hubcaps, really original looking. And they definitely upgraded the seats in there. I mean, they're original seats, but they're recovered really nice. Moved it to a floor shifter and changed out the steering wheel. There's a nice little Shelby. I don't think it's old enough to be a classic yet, but it's a really nice car. It's got the Hurst wheels on there and the center cap. So is this one of the rental racers they had? And here's a little Mustang GT sitting beside of here. Chevy square body. You can see it's got some custom striping on it there. Aftermarket grill. Hood scoop. And we're shining this one up right now. Little S10. Look at this old Ford pickup here. It says home record demolition there on the side. Looks like it's had a chop on it there. And it does have bucket seats. I can't see a lot through there, but good wood bed. Relocated the fuel filler. Yeah, they relocated the exhaust there too. They do have a number on this one. There's a little mid-90s S10. And it is hard to believe, but this one qualifies as a classic now. I think it doesn't have to be 25 years old I bought one of these new in '95 to drive back and forth to work, and I still have the truck. Look at this old Chevy here. I don't know what you would call that color there, though. It's not really plum, not really what you call fuchsia, but when you get into those colors, I don't really know exactly what it's supposed to look like anyway. But anyway, it does have a louvered hood here, and got a what looks like original style bench seat that's been recovered in leather. It looks like rolling pleat. They reworked the tail lights back here. Another old Ford pickup here. Put Jeep style hood tie downs on here. Take a look at the Dodge I got sitting here now. He's got deep back wheels on this one here. Been lowered. Okay, there's a nice little hot rod. Red and black, got the hood scoop. Got a nice white pinstripe dividing the line between the colors. Got big wide tires, got to be tubbed in the back. And he does have racing seats in here, I can see. And roll cage. And I see a big nitrous tank back there too. So I think he meant for this one to go fast right here. Got the hood scoop on there. I like that low rise. Wide. Yeah, it's pretty neat hood scoop. Okay, it says this is a Rambler, but I have no idea what model it would be. Does have a supercharger sticking out of the hood there with those two full barrels. Got a pinstripe flame job. And the windows are tinted, but it looks like high back leather bucket seats in here. It does have wheelie bars on this, and I can actually see this one bringing it off the ground. Small as this car is. Little blue Corvette convertible. Always like these wheels on here. White leather. It is automatic. Okay, here's a Chevrolet four-wheel drive. It is a long bed. Body looks good and straight there. And he does have it lifted. Okay, here's some Ford trucks. Blue and white one looks like it might be lowered some. Can't really tell for sure. Really clean, original looking seat in there. The bed looks good, straight, not all beat up or anything. Don't look like. Okay, this one has a number. That number's on all three of these pickups right here. This a little bit darker green one, it's a four-wheel drive. Got a 1969 tag on the front. It's got a bench seat in there. And this red one looks like it's been lowered also. It's got the wood trim on it. Or I say wood trim, wood look. Anyway. Got a raised wood bed. It does have leather seats and a console in there. And this trim, I'm not really sure if this was wood and they put some type of prism or something over, or what that is exactly. If you want to know more about it, he's got that phone number there. He can probably let you know. Here's a Chevrolet Nova, kind of goldish color. Still got 307 badging on the hood there. They got a price on this one for $24,500. And a lot of cars do still get sold out here. I think if it's on the parkway out there on the main street, though, they can't put a for sale sign in it. But the back off the main street, back in this area, I think it's fair game. You know, that was an issue either last year, year before last, when they started that. But here's a 71 Monte Carlo. Boy, that was really clean. Got the rally wheels on it. I always like these, and I hate that there's not more of them at the car shows. Yeah, that one looks really good condition. Yeah, and this one's for sale also for $24,900. It's 60s Chevy pickup, long bed. Looks like there's a manual in the floor there. Or no, it's automatic. It's just got one pedal down there. And 24,900 seems to be the prevailing number here. It says this one has 39,000 miles on it. And they have a copy of the original title. This one went up a little. This one's 32,900. And the interior looks really good shape. Thing's original looking. There's another little Chevy Nova. Got the old style American mags. Yeah, this one looks really original inside too. Still got the bench seat, automatic on the column. Hey, here's a four-wheel drive Ford pickup. This one's labeled as a Ford 250, so a little more heavy duty. It's got two shift levers in there, so I guess one's for the regular manual transmission shifter, the other's for the four-wheel drive. I'm guessing this one does have a phone number on it up there. That's all the information I see though. 62 Chevrolet. Got the 327. He's even got the old paperwork. Looks like 3851. But it looks like this is original. Looks like the original seat. Yeah, this might just be a completely original unrestored car, other than the wheels and maybe the chrome breather. Looks like he might have replaced the carburetor. It red Chevy tune over there. That was really pretty. A friend of mine named Stanley had one of these. And when he had it, it was over older car. It was really like 10 or 12 years old. And he gave like $2,000 for it. And back then we thought that was a lot of money for a car that old. But his was a really nice one. As is this one. Okay, here's a little yellowish, greenish yellowish Chevy pickup. Probably 71 or 72. I'm thinking, but it's got a plaid interior. And it has been to Krispy Kreme, it looks like. And I like Krispy Kreme and I go more than I should. But I'll tell you what, they're starting to get a little pricey. So I don't go as much as I used to. Okay, here's a little newer Chevy truck. They've repainted it this color. I don't think this is a factory color, which it could have been. My little S10 is a teal color. So maybe this is a factory color. And the interior looks like it's still got the cloth interior tinted. They left their phone number up there. Here's one of the Mustangs that aren't that old yet. Okay, like I was telling Melissa there, if you seen her video, I think this might be late 40s, early 50s. And they might be the ones that own it here. This they got straight six. Old style American mags, good looking car. Got the sun visor on it there. Sharp blue and white Chevy pickup. Yeah, original. Looking in there other than the wheels. Added the bed rails on there, which I think that looks good on there. That looks like an unrestored pickup, maybe early 70s, late 60s. Yeah, here's a 69 Chevelle convertible. 396 badging. Dual gate shifter. Here's a 69 Camaro. I think I might be in a classic car dealers area right here sometimes. Some of the dealers bring some of the cars down here. It's the same numbers on the Chevelle. It might be the same for all these that's in this area. This one's a dual gate shifter also. Stock appearing interior. Don't see any prices. Well, look at that green though. I like that green. And they put old style American mags on. I'm telling y'all, they're making a comeback. me look in this one. Yeah, once again, you got the dual gate shifter in there. Here's a little Chevy 2 Nova. Got a small hood scoop there on it. And it's at that same number, it looks like. But this one is a manual transmission. No, it's automatic. It just looked like it. Look, it's sticking up there. Okay, here's a Pontiac Le Mans convertible. Really stock looking. Look like new wheels on there. They just have repainted those steel wheels. One, and the hubcaps look really good too. Looks like it's got a pretty good convertible top on it there. And again, this is here that same group of cars there, so it might be the same number that was on the others I showed you there. These don't have the numbers on them, but I think they are together. Here's a nice Challenger. Again, this one's really stopped looking. The windows are up, as you can see the glare there, but everything looks original on the inside. Good vinyl top. And here's a little Mustang. Looks like this one's a manual transmission. Okay, here's another Ford pickup. The pollen is really flying around, and I left the room this morning without taking allergy pill, so it's affecting my voice a good bit there. This one is automatic on column with a bench seat, and there's some of the white one with the old style American mags. That's really a bright white. Got a looks like a good bench seat in there. Aftermarket gauges. Let's see if I can step back a little bit. That's a clean pickup. And here's a red Chevrolet, not too old. Got bigger wheels on there. And it's got the 60/40 bench seat in there. And they really got that square body there, Lord. A little more information on this one. So it's 383 stroker. And that's the same number, I think, on that piece of paper down there. I can't hardly see for the glare of the sun on my screen right now. Okay, let me swing around. And here's a Ford pickup truck in that yellow, and I guess lighter brown you call it. I've got a friend that has one of these that his grandfather bought new, and he still has it, and he probably always will still have it, I guess. His is a short bed. And a bench seat and automatic on the column. And there's that color I liked on that 68 Chevrolet. And here's four-wheel drive with a camper on it. This is a different number on this. Okay, here's a rat rod. Got blue metal flake valve covers on this one. Like he's got a little mini bike or something made out of a, I'm thinking it might be an old Chevy fender. Okay, here's a couple of Volkswagens that they kind of got a rat rod look to it. That one's got an extended front end. And that might be extended out too a little bit, yeah. Got a roll cage in this one. It's got a roll cage in that one too, for that matter. Wow, look at that straight rod, y'all. Got some really good bright green paint. Here's a GMC. I guess this is their version of the Suburban. Wow, look at that red and white. I think that looks pretty good. Looks like it's pretty stock in there. Added some headers and dressed it up a little bit in there, it looks like. Does have a number in the seat of this one. It's 304-784-2765. There's a good looking black and silver Chevy four-wheel drive. I don't think it's been lifted. I think that's stock stance on that. Original looking vinyl seat in there, and they're asking $32,500, it looks like, and I won't come off the number. It's 304-809-4463. Original motor, original body, panels, family owned, runs great, it says. And I'm telling you, it is one of the better looking pickups that I've seen that Still retains its stock appearance. And beside it, you got another square body here. This is a GMC. Got the rally wheels on it. Got an aftermarket grill. And you're asking $28,900 on this one. 304-809-4463. Okay, here's one that's multicolored and multi shades of rust, I guess you can say, or you can call it calico, or just take your pick, I guess. But anyway, here's an old Ford truck. Looks like they've ported the exhaust through the front fender right here. Got the sun visor. And there's a number on the back of it. This is 65. Okay, here's a little BMW. I've driven one of these before. My sister had one. It says it got 50,000 miles. And there's the number. I don't see a price on there. And they got the same number on this pickup truck here. Yeah, I think all four of these right here will be the same number. But I don't see a price on this one either. It is extended cab. That one's custom deluxe. Little lower model trim level, I think, on these. It's just got the 4.3 automatic in here. And this blue one right here, see if I can find anything out on this. It's the same phone number, but there's no price. This one either. Okay, look at that Chevy pickup there. Mid-60s, four-wheel drive chassis. Really good looking paint from what I can tell. Got a leather interior. Okay, here's a 63 or 64 Galaxy convertible. There goes the Studebaker pickup down the road there. It looks like stock style interior has been recovered. It looks like it says if you need to move it, to call 423-791-6411. And if you need to move this old Chrysler right here, it's the same number. And this is a Chrysler 300. Pretty good looking car, isn't it? And it is a convertible. Original looking interior in there. I like the way that back end slants down like that. Saw a Studebaker go by on the road out there. Here's a 49 Studebaker, it says. They made a dually out of it. I don't think it came factory dually, but I could be wrong. I don't know a lot about 1949. All these cars in a row here, I don't know if they're together or what. There's no information on that one. And here's one with a flame job. Here's another pickup. Couple of pickups, matter of fact. Around 71 or 72, I think. The blue one's a fleet side and the green one's a step side. We have a really tiny number here. It looks like 931-952-3006. Lured the tailgate on that one. And is this a Roadrunner? Yeah, Roadrunner. Got the 340 there on the breather. And it's that same number. Got the high back bucket seats. Changed out the shifter in there. Same numbers on this old Ford pickup here. Looks like it's got a small block Chevy in there. Here's a long bed square body. Still got the bench seat, automatic on the column. Says it's a one owner 87 model. I'm gonna call out that number. It's 423-571-5611. And here's a Mustang Cobra for $17,900. It is a convertible. It looks like it's a manual transmission with tan leather interior. And 423-571-5611 on that one. Got a couple of mystery cars under here. And here's a Ford Galaxy 500 convertible. Got original looking seating in here, automatic on column. Says for information, call Barry at 615-542-3763. But the interior looks good condition there. So this is a convertible top. Showing $390 there on the breather. Here's a Pontiac, got Trans Am on it. And is that the same number? Yeah, that's the same one. And this does have T-tops. It says Wild Side back here on the back of the spoiler. And this van over here says Party Time. Got the little window in the back there. Sure is a bright red. Got Krager chromes. We talked to Barry about this one also. I think all these will probably be Barry. There's a Chevrolet Dually 4-door. And there's a Ford pickup. Got Coyote 5.0 on the side. And there it is. Nice chrome slots. They moved the shifter to the floor in this one. You can see there on that dually, they've chromed it up too. Body looks good and straight on it. And here's a Corvette convertible. Yeah, and it's hard for me to tell on the year models on these Corvettes. They didn't change it very much for several years. I think this is early 2000s, but I could be completely wrong. And here's a 67 Chevelle with a 396. Got the rally wheels. And this is also Barry's, so I guess this whole row here is Barry's, but this is a manual transmission in there. Seats look really good. The wind is getting up, so I hope it's not affecting my audio too much. Here's a little Mustang if you want information on it. It's 423-312-9099. It is an automatic and not showing to be a GT that I can tell. Now, is this a Belvedere or a satellite? Look, it's got the spotlights on there. It's got the 500 wheels. And yeah, it is a Belvedere. But I don't see any numbers or information on that one. So somebody might just be driving that one. Here's the square body pickup. Again, I don't see anything on it. Okay, I think this is a 68 model. Got the oversized wheels on it. I can see it's been LS swamped. This is just a really nice truck here. Yeah, I almost didn't notice the gas cap at the bed. They pointed it out to me. Yep, that is really nice. Okay, here's a little Hurst Odes Cutlass here. Looks really original in there. Okay, got a shiny black 68. It does have a number for this one to call before you tow it. There it is there. Leads to the back bumper there. Smooth that panel out. And here's a Chevrolet square body. This is a Scottsdale. See, which if I remember correctly, it comes with that mat in the floor instead of carpet, like the Silverado would. And I think that's the same number on that. Okay, here's a little Ford coupe. Got a rumble seat in it. The tag says 1930, so I think that will make it an A model. It's a clean Chevy pickup. I think these are just drivers. A lot of these cars on the parkway, they got numbers. I don't know, a lot of them are just personal vehicles, I guess. Okay, here's an old coupe of some sort. I don't know what kind it is. Could be an old Mercury or something. I really don't know. And here's an old Dodge truck they made a record out of. Toby's Wonderful World of Erosion, Rum Gully, South Carolina is what it says on the door. Here's a Chevy pickup, not too old. They got a number on it, 270-872-5774. It's got that style side step bed on there. I think this is a 55. Well, the wind's really getting up. I hope it's not messing up my sound too much. But anyway, I think this is a 55. I think that trim, if it's below the belt line, it's a 55. If it's above, it's a 56, I think. Hey, look at this blue on the side of here. Boy, that's really shined up. It's a GMC, got a nice wood bed. Well, that's just a pretty pickup. It's an AD model, but I don't know what year. I think they started, this GMC, but anyway, started in 47, I think. But since this still has the lever door handles, it would be one of the earlier ones, because I think they switched to the push button later on during that series. Nice leather bucket seats in there, aftermarket gauges. Yeah, it's a nice looking pickup. And here's a 56 Chevrolet Post. It's a, I guess you call it, very light green and white. I think this one's for sale. I can't really tell what that 58,000 looks like. 865-661-2663. 350 with a 400 turbo transmission with overdrive. Reasonable looking interior. Might be upgraded to leather there, it looks like. Now, as far as I know, Oldsmobile Cutlass didn't make a convertible during this time period, but it looks like that's a convertible top on that one. So that's different. I think this would be from like the late 80s, 87 or somewhere in there. Beside it, here's a S10 from the, I guess, late 80s. Done some work on it. I see he's got a fuel cell in the back. And it is a manual transmission. He's got a number in this from 865-680-9203, it looks like. He wrote it with silver pen on a white piece of paper, so it's kind of hard to tell. I didn't see anything on the cutlass over here. Cutlass convertible maybe, but I see there's a piece of paper underneath a shirt with a silver Sharpie over there, so it might be the same number on this cutlass here. Yeah, it's just really clean and neat looking, isn't it? I do have a number on it, 865-591-4901. Got baby moons on there. And the windows are tinted pretty dark, but I'll look and see if I can see it, tell anything. It does have a bench seat that looks like it's in really good condition. Looks like the interior's been redone. Look at that little hot rod there. Ain't that a pretty car? Yeah, this one's really nice. Yeah, that red hot rod there is pretty nice. I don't think it's for sale. I think he's shining that up over there now. But anyway, here's the last 10. Got an SS badge on the front of it. Really nice rides. Again, I don't think this one's for sale. It is, there's no number or information. I think it's just a nice truck sitting here. And here's a Ford. Starting to patina just a little bit. And the fenders on this side are healed. Got a Chevrolet steering wheel in there. Okay, here's an old Packard 4-door. We actually saw this guy as we were coming into town yesterday. We were traveling alongside of him. This will probably be the only one of these you see up here this weekend. You put a number on it. It's 423-923-0408. Okay, look at that one right there. Again, just a really nice pickup truck. It says this one's a 1950 model. Nice wood bed. Got aftermarket gauges. Nice. This one is 98,500. 706-934-3998. I think that's a black 1970 Chevelle Super Sport. We got pollen blowing around. It's got that green, yellowish tint. It's that red truck beside me just fired up. Sounds good, doesn't it? Here's a 69 Camaro in a green metal plate. Showing the 350. Got the Super Sport wheels. And a dual gate shifter. Another gold Nova. I think we saw one earlier today. And there they're about to unload another Ford truck. I've seen a lot of cars coming in while I've been filming this morning, or which is this afternoon now. There's another 69 Camaro. I like the stance on this one. I can see it's got houndstooth interior. It is the Rally Sport with the hideaways, or RSSS. And it is a manual transmission. And we just got another big gust of wind. He's got the ice tray hood on there. And there's a split bumper Camaro they've dropped the big block into. Put racing style seats in here. And it is a manual transmission with aftermarket gauges. Really nice. Okay, here's another Chevelle. I think that one might be for sale. It's a 70 model. $396. It says frame off restoration. I don't see a number here. There is a dual gate shifter in there. Okay, that's 68. Camaro just looks good sitting over there, doesn't it? Yeah, this is really a sharp car. Manual transmission in this one. And here's a 67 for $65,000. See if I can get some more information. It says street car, E85 LS Turbo, 800 horsepower with dyno sheet, 65,000. 706-934-3998. 800 horsepower is a lot. Yeah, you can bring your groceries home in a hurry with 800 horsepower. Okay, here's a Chevelle Super Sport. Got 454 badging on it there. It's a 72 model, I believe. It's a dual gate shifter with white bucket seats there. Here's a 70 Chevelle Super Sport. And I actually had two buddies that had green ones like this. This one is a manual transmission car. cowl induction hood. Got that all dressed up with chrome there. Okay, here's another 69. It's going to be an RSSS also. This one's for sale. I don't see a price, but there's a number here. 706-934-3998. And I really can't tell much about the interior because the windows are really tinted. El Camino. Still got the rally wheels. I had a 66 Impala that had rally wheels like this on it when I bought it. And there's another Plymouth Belvedere. I think we saw one in light yellow a while ago. Got a 383. And it looks like this one's for sale for $38,500. Number's 803-360-5019. Yeah, I started my video off with this truck, I think, and he was parked on the other side of the parkway, so he's moved. But we'll take another look at it because it's really nice. And I don't think the windows were down earlier when I looked in it. So it's really nice on the inside. And I also think the hood was down when I saw it this morning. But it is an LS. Yeah, good looking truck. And here's a Maverick. Grabber got 347 on the bottom of the fender there. It's a manual transmission, and it's $22,000. Her best offer. Now, I think that's the same number. 803-360-5019. And here's some intakes back here. 100, 150. Various prices there. And I guess we're selling this. Is this a Colorado? Either way, they put a LS in here. Okay, here's a Trans Am. Got the snowflake wheels there. Of course, the Phoenix Rising there on the hood. It says Wayne 864-313-7595, but it says 67.2. And if you've always wanted a four-wheel drive extended van, here you go. 239-229-7106 is the number they got up there. I don't see a price. But you definitely don't see a lot of those. Okay, I'm over here in front of JT Hanna's. And there's usually a lot of cars parked over in this area here. But here's a 55 Chevrolet. Got a small block all dressed up there. It's like tan leather interior with a bench seat. It is automatic on the column. I'm guessing this is for sale. I don't see a price, but there's a couple of numbers. Hey, look at this little woody wagon here. Old Ford. Got surfboards on top. Got aftermarket gauges with gold trim. Yeah, I imagine that's a pretty fun car right there. Okay, here's another 55. Kind of like a dark gray and I guess cream colored. It is a manual transmission with a bench seat in there. Alright, there's a big old Ford Galaxy right there. Old style American mags. I'm sorry I'm losing my voice, y'all. It is a manual transmission. It says 39.5. Here's a 56 Chevrolet for sale, and the number is the same that's on the Galaxy back there. I think they're asking $65,000 on this one. It does have bucket seats and a custom console in there, leather. You can see it better from this side with the window down. Got aftermarket gauges. .2 LS. The same numbers on this T-Bird here too. It's an 03 model. Nice orange pickup here. Looks really good. And here's a B64 through 66 Mustangs. Here they're asking $28,000, and it's 423-653. 4808 is the number there. This is a manual transmission car, which most of the convertibles like this aren't. Here's old Chevy. Got it lowered way down in the back there, or raised drilled up in the front, however you want to look at it. Looks like $26,000, and there's a number on that. Another old Ford truck. It's got a number on it. 423-902-6838. Mid-60s Chevy there, 770-893-9523, and the same number on that four-door 56 there. They got the same numbers on these Camaros here. Yeah, I think every car up through here has a number on the windshield there for sale. So this is Monday, and hopefully I can edit this tonight and get it up on Tuesday. So if there's anything you see here, you still got plenty of time to get up here to the rod run, or down here, depending on where you're at in the country. Yeah, all of these are for sale. Okay, here's a 69 Mustang Mach 1, and this one I don't think is for sale. There's nothing on it that I say that would indicate it, but it is a really nice car. It is a manual transmission. It's got really good paint on it too. It's a nice looking car. Okay, here's a 44 that is for sale. And here's the number. And I'm trying to hurry things along a little bit because it's getting later in the day and I still haven't made it all the way down the parkway, so I'm not going to be able to get every car. On bed Ford pickup. The number on that one is 270-234-3738. And that same number is on this 55 or 56 panel van here. Got Indian motorcycles on the back of it. There's a little Malibu Chevelle. Rally wheels on it there. It's automatic on the column, but it does have bucket seats there. Okay, there's a 57 Chevrolet. Got a small block V8 there. Numbers 270-723-4776. It does have a bench seat. It looks like automatic on the column. And a little Chevy 2 Nova there. I think that might be the same number, 270-723-4776, but it's a 327 4-speed. And they got a big display board there telling about it on the inside. There's a 67 year model Mustang with slots. Says it's all numbers matching, and it is an automatic. And here's a little Falcon convertible, nice shiny chrome wheels. Look back over here at the Mustang. It does have good bucket seats and a console with cup holders in there. Now back to the Falcon convertible here. It does have a bench seat, automatic on the column. It's the same number as the Mustang. And this Chevy truck is the same number also. So this is a 72 model. Nice wheels. Drive home. Blue houndstooth. Bed's not all beat up, it don't look like. Got a little damage on the tailgate, but not overly significant, I don't guess. Yeah, they made a big issue about selling on the Parkway a couple years ago, but apparently, as long as you don't put for sale on here or price, you can put your car out here with a number on it. So I'm assuming these aren't really for sale, but you might be able to talk them into it. Check out that 56 right there. That's really pretty in the blue and white. And look at the mural he's got. Bell's Drive-In under here. That's really neat. This one doesn't have a number or price or anything. Oh, well, yeah, I'll take that back. I got an emergency number here, so I'll show you the number in case of an emergency. There you go. But this one is really nice. Aftermarket gauges, aftermarket air, bucket seats, automatic on column. So if you have an emergency, call that number there. Okay, here's a green Ford truck. It's got some purple graphics on it there. They're wanting $34,900 for this one. 662-416-0556. Says it's a new blueprint engine in here. Got the road running Coyote on the back there. I've reworked the back tail panel back here and changed the tail lights. A 67 Chevy Super Sport, which will be a RSSS. It's showing 427 badge in there. It is a manual transmission. The window is showing 454, 4-speed, and there's the number. And here's the 66 Chevy Super Sport with the same number. $396, and this one is an automatic. '61 Chevrolet Impala, $49,500 on this one. And this is a big old Mercury. I think this one and the yellow truck have the same number on it as the 61 Impala over there. There's a 62 Chevrolet with the 409 in it, and it is a convertible. And if you have an emergency, that's the number. But this is really nice, manual transmission. Same number on this Blazer right here. The rig Camaro there is sitting low in it. Instead of having the SS stripes, it's just got that big band stripe. It is a automatic. It says called Jimmy, 770-652-1826. Pickup truck there is the same number for Jimmy. This is Rick, 770-351-7285. And here's a 67 Chevelle, and there's the number. And the same number's on the little Mustang there. There's a little pink hot rod there, I guess. It's got pink wheels. Okay, there's a 55 two-door wagon. You can see it's got a supercharger there, showing 454 on the valve covers. There's the number there. Got a very faint flame job there going across the top of the fenders and down the door. And anyway, I didn't realize there was going to be so many cars for sale here today. But I'm kind of overwhelmed with how many are here for sale. Look at that old Dodge van there. Express delivery. And is that an MG? On a Jeep chassis or something? It's the first one of those I've saw today. They really chopped that truck, didn't they? A 55 convertible. Looks like it might be in the process of having a little bit of work done to it. Okay, here's the old Buick Special. Still very original looking. Yeah, this 57 wagon's for sale too. Yeah, I'm amazed at how many are for sale. Later on the week, people will be up here in their personal cars, and some are here now to make this a vacation, but $38,500 on this. It's a really sharp pickup there. Got 6.2 liter there on the fender, so it's had an LS swap, and 100,000 on this one. like it's plaid seats. They even got plaid up there on top of the dash. You can see it through the windows being rolled up. $100,000 and it can be yours. You can see this lot here, it is filled with cars. And I'm not going to have time today to get to all the cars I know. Number on that is 606-568-5188. Same numbers on that purple to blue 55 right there. Now these cars you see now over across the other side of the parkway, I haven't even been over there yet. So I haven't looked at any of those. But I've been walking the parkway for about 5 hours now. Just stopped and ate lunch, me and Smiles a lot did a while ago. Got a little dune buggy there. Good metal float paint on it. Don't see a number on that. $36,500 on this one. And I think I've seen that number before, 502-468-7652. (662-416-0693) on this Pontiac Grand Prix is a phone number. That same number's on these this Mustang and Chevelle here. Okay, here's a white Chevrolet pickup truck, got 454 badging on it. Okay, here's a little pickup. I don't want to say rat rod because it's too nice for that, but they got a number on this one too. Same number will be good on this GMC too. There's a Pontiac. Pretty sure this is a dealer set up in here where they tore down this building. So I'm going to scan around here and I'll give you the number. (407-301-3839). Yeah, I don't see prices on here. That four-wheel drive looks really good. Got it lifted a little bit there. And that, what, 60 Chevy? Looks really nice. And it says 409 there on the tag. I think there's a stainless steel truck over there. It looks stainless steel anyway. I can see my reflection all the way over here in it. The Coyote Swamp pickup here. Okay, here's a Camaro, mid-70s. But you don't see this color, do you? Number on that one is 678-629-1062. And it's an automatic. It's got black seats trimmed in a light green color there. So yeah, that one's a little bit different there, that color. Now, I've seen this car before. If you hadn't seen it before, this trim is actually painted onto this. Number on it's 828-527-3155. Anyway, my plan is, and I think I told you part of it a while ago, that I'm going to try to edit this tonight and get it up by Tuesday morning. And Tuesday, maybe take a day off, and Wednesday, do another walk down the parkway and see how many more cars have arrived, because it will build in numbers each day this week until the weekend. And then in the week, if you've been here during the weekend, it's just packed up here. But we won't be here for the weekend. We'll be in Raleigh for the Good Guys show. So we're going to try to bring you some of the rod run before it gets too crowded over here. Nice Super B, what, 68 or 9, somewhere in there? 68, I believe. Got those round reflectors. Chevelle. 1968 model. There's Rat Pink towing, BR 549. If you're old enough to remember that, then you're as old as I am, because that came from the car lot there on the Hee-Haw. Here's another Chevelle. This would be a 71 model. Number on this is 478-256-0763. I see that same numbers on that green pickup down there, so it may include all these. I'm not sure. This is interesting. Don't know what it is, but it's interesting. Little wrecker made to look like a big semi. Look at that purplish 66 Impala there, or Caprice maybe. Yeah, I think it's a Caprice. And look at that. They done some modification on that. They put 57 Chevrolet headlight benzels in there. And they molded something into the back. Let's take a look. Yeah, that 56 tail lights back here in the back. And the car is actually like a, I don't know, from 51 to 53 or 4 maybe. So that's a little different. A lot of hours went into getting that one to that point. Nice little lowered sedan delivery. They louvered the hood. You see it's almost on the ground up here in the front. Another advanced design there. Solid white. And here's a little hot rod of some kind. Okay, here's a Nova. Got Yenko badging on it. Well, they got deep wheel well there. I guess he's got it tubbed for that to get in there. Got racing seats and a roll cage in here. Little Nova here, looks like it's tubbed in the back end too there. Let me give you the number on this one here. The old four-door Rambler there. Here's the Judge. And is this another Chrysler 300? I'm not sure. There's another 62 in red. We saw a convertible a while ago. 304 952 3629. Here's a Dodge Polara. Well, we've got some birds singing back here behind me. Really clean car. There's a number on that one. And that bird must approve of this car if you can hear him singing in the background. Either that or he's about to attack it, I don't know. And here's a big Oldsmobile convertible that looks like got fixed up really nice. I can get you the number on that one. It's 304 952 3629. It's got kind of beige or cream and black and I guess maybe silver multicolor interior there. Good convertible top. Okay, and there's another Judge and a GTO. Same numbers as GTO as it is on that Oldsmobile there. wind is really blowing. I don't know what you're going to hear when this actually gets posted. What do you think, under there? Looks like it's got a big spoiler or something on the back. Some type of little racer in it. And here's a 69 Camaro though, or SSS. Well, that's pretty, that blue right there. That blue and white's pretty there on that 55. Got blue and white original style seating in there. Looks like it is a manual transmission. Okay, I'm gonna cross over the street here at the island because it's a pretty good ways for there's another crosswalk, and I don't know how much longer I can walk anyway, so I'm gonna start heading back up the other side over there by the comedy bar and stuff toward toward where we're staying at tonight. Okay, here's a little black hot rod. Got bright red interior. Okay, look at the bright orange on this square body. I think they got the same number on this truck that they have on the black car here in front of it. That's sharp. That bright green and that, I think it's a really dark gray. I don't think it's quite black yet. $33,000 on this 62 Chevy 2. It says it's got a 496 engine. And $39,500 on the 67 Camaro here. Yeah, I'm actually surprised at how many cars are for sale here. Which, when it gets closer to the weekend, you get more people here who just have their personal cars. A lot of them had them for 20 years or longer that they would never get rid of. That they're just, they've just always enjoyed them all their life. Or a lot of it anyway. Well, that's a pretty one there. Asking $57,500 for this one. 843-687-2998 is the number there. Good looking Chevelle. And it is manual transmission. Okay, look at the little station wagon here. Got a big supercharger there. Got a roll cage. Okay, I can't remember where, but I think I've seen this vehicle before, or one similar to it. It's got these taps coming out the side there, and the doors are closed on this one, but the one I saw in the past, if it wasn't this one, they had all the containers and everything and refrigerant back there. So I don't think this one's for sale or anything. There's no number or anything that I can see. Got that Ford sitting up high, don't they? Pretty yellow on that early to mid 60s truck there. 330-978-2474. There's a number on this one. Got a tan leather bench seat. Here's like a mid-60s Corvette convertible here. Got a molded in rear spoiler. This is manual transmission, it looks like. And you got 427 badging on the hood. Number on this one is 615-426-2011. And this 67, let me zoom down, this 67 GTO has the same number on it here. Got 454 on the breather, or 455 rather. That's a beautiful red 60 Chevrolet there. Eight 859-753-5086 is a number on this one. Sharp 67 Chevelle. 865-388-2795 is the number on that one. Plymouth Prowler. I'm over here in front of the Holiday Inn right now, and usually there's a lot of really nice vehicles parked over here, like this green truck here. green and tan leather interior there. Yeah, that one's real nice. And so is that blue Ford there. We got a 57 convertible here. Yeah, all these cars right here are just beautiful. 69 RSSS. You can see it's got black houndstooth. And there's a 57 Nomad. Got 409 badging on that 62 Chevrolet there. I think we saw one earlier in red with 409. Gem spoiler on that Chevelle there. And these got them too. I'm in Camaro land over here. Oh wow, look at the flame job on this. Almost didn't see it as I walked by. That convertible looks really nice. Well, y'all, that's going to be about it for today. I might get a couple more clips on my way back to the room. But anyway, all in all, it's been a good day. I've enjoyed walking around down here. Again, I'm really surprised how many cars are for sale. I'm used to seeing some for sale and some, owners' cars that are just here to show them. But that'll happen more later on in the week. In the weekend, there'll be a lot of them here that are just here to show their car and just enjoy being here. But anyway, I appreciate you watching, and hopefully I'll get this up Tuesday. Hopefully it's when you'll see it. But then maybe another one will be up Thursday. If all goes as planned, getting Lord willing. But anyway, we'll do our best. But until we see you in another video, may God bless you. Bye, y'all.